Ladies and gentlemen, salam, namaste, khushamadid. You're watching your favorite show, the Monty Khan Show, on your favorite network in the United States, that's ITV Gold. I would like to start today's episode with a very famous quote from Colin Powell, who says, "Dreams don't come true with just magic. It requires a lot of hard work, perseverance and determination, and a lot of sweat." The reason why I'm talking about dreams, because I'm in a city of dreams, a city called Mumbai, which you all know about. And I'm sitting with a dreamer, and it's a great honor to get to know her. Let's put our hands together for Chahatt Khanna. Chahatt, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me here. And I'm doing superb.
Absolutely. How's the city treated you? How's Mumbai been for you, your beautiful journey that started a few years ago?
Mumbai is my city. I belong from Bombay. And for me, Mumbai is Bombay. That's the emotion we have. And I'm a hardcore Mumbaikar. So it's always been a pleasure, and it's always been very nice and warm to be from Bombay. If I wasn't from Bombay, I couldn't have done what maybe. I couldn't have left my family behind, come here, struggle. It is difficult, I believe. But thankfully, I'm from Bombay.
Thankfully, that's a blessing in disguise.
That's
actually,
a blessing in disguise, absolutely. Not disguise, but that's a blessing. But yeah, so it's been almost a decade and a half that I'm an actor. And now I'm an actor and an entrepreneur. So it's been a journey, a roller coaster. And
I like the word. I like when you said roller coaster. That's like, you believe in ups and downs. You believe in phases of life which challenge you.
yes, that's how it should be, because there has to be a graph, or else then there's nothing, right? So everybody has roller coasters, and especially when you're in acting, you have to, you have so many hurdles, you have so many things which you have to tackle. So yeah, I mean, there I am, tackling all of that and handling it all nicely, probably. That's what I believe. But yeah, it's been almost a decade and a half of me being an actor.
How did your journey begin? I know you said a decade and a half.
Yeah.
What I know of, you started with ad films. You did
Yes.
did a great ad with Prahlad Kakkar. Is that?
No, I did. My first ad was with Pradeep, the late Pradeep Sarkar.
Pradeep Sarkar. Okay.
Yeah, so he gave me my Cadbury's ad.
Okay.
And that time the Cadbury's was like, there used to be this Diwali campaign. अभी भी होता है Diwali campaign Cadbury का, रिश्तों को बढ़ने दो. That with that nostalgic song, and that was my first ad with Pradeep Da, and we recently lost him. And then it all started from there. It all started from a Cadbury ad, and I never thought that I will become an actor. So this was like unplanned, which happened to me. And
Isn't life unplanned? Isn't everything like sometimes life is what happens when you do planning? I mean,
I think it's a combination of planning and surprises, unplanning.
I agree.
So a few things you plan and you achieve. Few things comes with a gush of wind and surprise, and you have to live with it. So it's a combination. It's a great balance of both, I believe. So yeah, I mean.
How did that ad happen? Like, did you have to go to an audition, Mahalakshmi Studios?
Exactly.
What was it?
Famous
Studios.
Famous Studio. That time there was Famous Studios.
Nothing. We never had in-house testing and all that stuff. We had to literally go to Famous Studios, stand in a line, hold that slate.
Yes.
And you must have done
Absolutely. Nowadays also this happens. It happens in Aram Nagar. It happens in...
Nowadays things have changed, Chahatt. We have casting directors. We've got the great Mukesh Chabras. We've got the Shruti Mahajans.
But Mukesh also calls people at his office. And
really?
Yes, of course.
I thought it's all virtual now.
No. Mukesh ke office mein, when they do audition, they do it as a scene of a film.
Okay.
So it's not an audition. They
Enact
record a scene, proper scene with everything, with actors, with co-actors. That's how Mukesh does audition. And that's what I love about his casting, because it's so real that you don't feel like you're acting for the camera, So it's very organic and very good. But even now in Aram Nagar, ad auditions happen and people go.
So take us back in time. Take us at Mahalakshmi Studio. You left Were you living here in Andheri?
No,
At that point in
no,
time?
I was living quite far. I was living
अच्छा।
somewhere in Thane.
थाने बाप रे।
Yes.
कैसे पहुंचे थे आप महालक्ष्मी?
Local train.
Local train,
Yes,
धक्का
so I
खाते
have
खाते।
traveled a lot in local trains.
Wow.
I have traveled a lot in BST buses,
Oh,
and
damn.
ट्रेन के रूट्स भी पता थे मुझे, कौन सी बस कहाँ जाती है, एसी बस कब निकलती है, I knew
अच्छा
all
यार,
of that.
let me test your knowledge. थाने से कहाँ पर चेंज किया था आपने महालक्ष्मी में उतरने के लिए?
Okay, so I used to change to trains. I used to come from, okay, so let me be more precise. For 5 years of my life, 5 to 6 years of my life, I stayed in Ulhasnagar.
Oh,
Not
that is
even Thane.
further. That is,
yes.
Ulhasnagar was called USA, right?
Yeah, it is still called USA.
That is a joke. That is a joke we used to make in the past. अरे कहाँ से आया उल्लासनगर से? USA.
I know. So it is still called USA. What? United.
Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association.
Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association. Yeah,
correct,
not
correct.
United States. So I stayed there for 5-6 years, and my dad shifted us there because of his business, and so I did half of my schooling from there. And when I was getting into acting,
Correct.
I used to travel from there, and I used to come from Ulhasnagar to Dadar,
बाप रे।
and Dadar to
Mahalakshmi.
change my whatever train to either Andheri or Mahalakshmi.
Correct.
So I used to change 2 trains, or probably no 3. Ulhasnagar to Thane, Thane to Dadar,
बाप।
or Dadar to wherever.
That's a long travel, guys. That's a long travel. The girl really worked hard. And then do you actually remember that day when you went for the Cadbury's audition and you landed up in Mahalakshmi and then you gave your audition?
Yes. Now, if I go back in time, I strain my memory. I do recollect parts and bits of it, and yeah. So I remember the shoot of it. So I started this. I did this. That time there used to be, this casting agency called Israni. And
it's still there.
yeah.
Israni Communications in
Israni.
Andheri East. They used to be in Mahakali Caves Road.
Yes.
Oh,
so
God.
now they are not there. They are somewhere here nearby.
Right.
So
right,
InMatch was the agency I started my career with, and it used to be a different scene altogether. You get your portfolio shoot, and then you give it to people, to agencies.
You physically go and distribute.
Yes, your cards or your e-card,
style.
whatever. And then they call you for audition or whatever, and then it gets clicked. You go to Famous Studio, Mahalakshmi, and there they used to take your audition. And then if you give like 20 auditions, 1 or 2 used to
get a call back.
Yes, you used to get. They used to work, for you. So I am coming from that era, and coming to this era when my casting directors call me and they say, "Okay, you send a recorded test, YouTube link or whatever."
Things have changed.
I'm like, sorry, I don't relate to that. I want to come and give the audition.
Nice, because you want to feel it. You want people to watch it.
It's not about that, but I cannot resonate with that, what happened in COVID. That, okay, you do a look test from your home, the comfort of your house, and then send it to them. I rather want to go and do the thing and know that character more deeply and all of that. So that's the reason I don't give half of the auditions now.
I see. And you've probably done good work. And how was your reaction when you got to know that you're doing the Cadbury's ad? You must have picked up the phone, maybe the landline, or maybe that.
I was happy. That was my first break. I was very happy. So after pack up, it felt like, was I dreaming? Did this actually happen?
Right. With such a big legend.
I couldn't.
Legendary ad filmmaker.
Yes, I couldn't realize. I couldn't fathom that I actually shot as an actor, and all that thing. It just kept buzzing in my mind while I was sleeping, and it remained for me for weeks. That feeling.
That is beautiful.
So yeah, that's how it started.
So Chahatt, if you wanna go back to something, because I love to catch words. I'm like a word catcher, like not a dream catcher, but word snatcher. You said something about roller coasters, right? And something that I really I would reciprocate to that. So in your career, you said a decade and a half. What could be your biggest high and what could be your biggest low in these 15 years of your life that you look back on? and where you could say, you know what, this was the best phase of my life in 15 years and this was the worst in the, you know?
I think I have had good phases of my career, but I am a firm believer and I still believe that the best phase is yet to come. And there was a good phase when I was doing Bade Achhe Lagte Hain.
Correct.
Then again, there was a good phase when I was doing Kajal. So these are the phases. But I think the best phase is yet to come. Yeah.
And what was the most challenging phase of your life when you look back at the decade and a half, like
So-
where you must have had a
Yeah.
feeling like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be an actor. Sometimes you know,
Yes.
actors do have that.
Yes. You definitely go through a lot of emotions and a lot of, inner
Meltdowns.
turmoil.
I could say meltdowns or breakdowns.
Yeah, you have a lot of turmoils that what you're going for, is that okay? A lot of times this glamour hits you really bad and you tend to take things in the other way, you know. So that happens with everybody, I believe, at least with me, because I'm a very kind of not very, but I'm a little closed person. I don't really, I'm not very
You know, very expressive. Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, you can say that. Also, I'm not very outgoing or very
Out there to market yourself. And
I am very bad at marketing myself.
Ah.
I cannot sell myself or anything for
But
that matter.
you can sell, but you've got 5.5 million followers.
Yeah.
That's not magic.
No, but that's just algorithm. Instagram, when you post, you give good content, you get followers, likes, whatever. So it's not that I can really market myself. I'm worst at it. I cannot market myself. I cannot market anybody else also. I don't know about others, but I can't. I'm very bad at it. So I don't know how to push myself out there. So I'll just be...
Is that something that you would want to change about you?
I
or
am.
You're happy with the way it is?
No, I'm already in the journey of changing, but you definitely change till an extent, right? Because you remain the kind of person you are. The inner person, you can't really change that.
You can't change that.
Yeah. So...
Since we're talking about weaknesses, I would like to even know your strengths. What's the biggest strength that Chahatt Khanna has?
I think my mother was my biggest strength.
Oh.
And now my daughter is my biggest strength.
Mom's no more?
No, she's no more.
I'm so sorry.
So my daughter is my biggest strength. And when I look at her, when I talk to her, when I listen to her, what she thinks of me, I think, okay, I mean, that is something commendable. If she's actually thinking that about me...
What does she think about you?
I don't know. She thinks
Mom's a Wonder Woman?
Probably, yes. She thinks I'm the best mother in the world, what not. All kids do that.
Correct,
But, at times kids tend to tell you something which just remains with you. So she has a different persona about me. And I really look up at myself when I look at myself through her eyes.
That is beautiful.
So it's like Amira is my biggest strength, I would say.
What's her name?
Amira.
Amira. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I know Amira must be so proud of you that mom's been strong and through all these phases
Yeah.
of life. And
She is proud of me. She keeps telling me I'm proud of you.
Are you spiritual? Like for some reason, do you follow?
I am not
saw
very religious.
I saw Guruji's.
Yes, I'm not very religious, but I'm spiritual.
I see that.
So rather, I would say I'm not religious at all. I'm quite liberated, but I'm spiritual. So
how would you define the difference between? Being,
There's a huge difference.
I would.
There is difference.
Enlighten us, Chahatt. I would love to hear that.
Religion is also something which kind of divides you, which
Correct.
shows you
Correct.
that this is your sect, follow this, right? But when you talk about spirituality in total, it is away from religion. It's in totality. It's a different thing altogether.
It's about humanity. It's about doing good for people.
Also,
Karma, maybe karma.
Yeah, also that. Also, there is much more to it just than the religion, right? Religion, I believe, limit us. It's created to limit us, to confine us,
I see that.
And
I see that.
when you are spiritual, you are really connected to the ultimate divine.
Beautiful.
You don't really need the norms and do's and don'ts and culture. Definitely, cultures are beautiful.
I love that explanation.
So,
I'll buy it.
yeah.
I'll still buy it because I can relate to it. I myself feel that I'm more of a spiritual person,
Yeah.
and like I believe in humanity, because that's what you know all the religions that teach us the same thing, that to be good to people and to
Yes,
help
but
those in need.
nowadays when religion is teaching you to divide
That's not
and
good.
to that is not correct.
Correct.
So it's a different thing altogether.
Well,
what
let's
I'm
move
talking
on
about.
to the topic of the day, since we are here to talk about your movie. This beautiful icebreaker was to understand the little bit about Chahatt Khanna and her little journey, and the journey that's ongoing, things that you have learned in your life in the last 15 years. You must have learned a lot, do's and don'ts of this industry, and you could probably be able to tell newcomers who are entering the industry what to do and what not to do. You must be more of an institute yourself. But tell us about this movie, Yatri. How did this movie happen? What is this movie about? And Sonam, isn't that your
Sonam,
your
yes.
character?
Yes. So being very precise and honest, which I'm usually I'm usually this movie just happened because of the producer of this film saw one of my reel.
We just saw your reel. So guys, keep posting. Instagram पे reels post करते रहिए, और Facebook पे या TikTok पे. I know in the US you have TikTok. Keep posting your reels. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
So this guy just
I
saw your reel
bagged
and
this
called
movie
you.
because of reels.
क्या बात कर रहे हो यार?
And
And which
they-
reel was that? Do you remember?
That I don't know.
अच्छा.
But they told me, okay, we saw your reel and we were like,
Was it the one with Mika Singh?
no, I don't think. No, Mika, I don't think. That was very long back.
That was in COVID.
That was in
that was
COVID.
in
Yeah, because we were doing nothing and we were like, okay, chalo shoot karte
Let's
hain,
make
kuch
a song,
kuch
yeah.
karte hain. Let's do something. So I actually backed this film because of my Instagram reels, I would say, precisely. And it just happened to me. It just fell in my lap. They thought, okay, she looks fine. Why don't we talk to her? They called me, narrated me the script, and the narration and all happened. And I really found the script very, very nice and
What
very.
did you find nice about the script?
It was a very feel-good kind of a film, which is a light-hearted, genre.
A rom-com? Is it a
Not
rom-com?
exactly a rom-com, but a very light-hearted family drama, I would say, or family story. So I thought very relatable, and I like to watch such kind of content. And when this was offered to me, I was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. So it was like quickly, I just decided that I'm on board. And
You didn't even take a day to think.
not even a day to think, because the moment I heard the narration, I was like, wow, I want to do this.
What is the gist? If you had to sell me this movie, for example, you're sitting at home and you're like,
So
let's go.
as I said, I'm really not good person to sell. I am a very bad salesperson.
Okay.
But what I'll say is that if I wasn't there in the film, I would have still gone and watched it.
Amazing.
So this is my genre. I like to watch something like this. So I want to work in something like this. It's very relatable. It's very today, and it's a beautiful emotional journey of a middle class family.
Okay.
Not emotional in that way, but a beautiful film which will give you a very feel-good factor. And I believe when I watch cinema, when I watch any content on my TV or theatre, a lot of films are there which are moreover, they are emotions. They give you, they're filled with emotions.
Correct.
So this was something like that for me.
When you watch films, do you watch films as an audience or an actor?
I watch the films as a critic.
Beautiful.
I'm the worst critic.
Beautiful.
And I
Share something. I would love to know. What do you think about the movies which have come this year?
Oh,
How would
I'm
you
such a
critique
bad
them?
critic. I watch the film and like this, I'm like, ye kaise hua, ye continuity jerk and all of that. I'm the worst critic, and my friends and my family, they hate sitting with me and watch a film. And I'm like, when I'm making something, okay, when I will make cinema, I will make sure I don't make such crass things.
Nice.
So I'm biggest critic.
Chalo, you got to be honest with me. I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you interfere in the direction of यारियां? यानी आपको अगर कोई scene यात्रीज आपको कोई scene अगर अच्छा नहीं लगा होगा, did you go up to the director and say, hey buddy, I don't like this?
See, I'm I'm not an actor who would do that.
Okay.
But
you would criticize other films.
नहीं करती हूँ ऐसा until unless it's really, over the top.
Got you.
Then I will put my foot down. I was like, I'm not going in front of the camera. I am not doing this.
Really?
Do whatever you want.
Wow.
So many times in our serial sets, this happened that I could not relate to the line, what is written. And they're like, writers written, you have to say it. I was like, I cannot relate to this. This character cannot say this line. I am not saying. Make me call the director. Make me call the actor. Then we used to have the calls with the writer. Sorry, we used to have the calls with the writer, and they used to explain me. And still, if I thought, okay, this is okay, I think this makes sense. It's reasonable. I would have gone. I would have I go ahead with it.
Change it. Yeah,
I go ahead with it, or else I put my foot down. That way, I am very rigid as an actor, and that's the only reason I am not doing projects left, right, and center. I'm very choosy in my projects. So, but I'm not an actor. I will like interfering in direction. I hate to do that. But if something as an actor, as a character, I think this is not going in my character, I put my foot down. It's like this, I don't think
that's good.
I can
You
do
stand. You're a strong woman, and you're standing for your character. You're standing for creativity.
Yes,
and talking about Yatri, I know I said Yari by mistake. That's
that's
a
also
slip
on
of a tongue.
release. That's okay. That's okay. That's also releasing. I
releasing,
believe,
yeah. Both with Y's. And so this movie, the synopsis of this movie is about a girl or a family traveling from Benares to Bangkok.
It's not just about that. It's a journey of their journey of the family, and how they evolve and how they find comfort, and they find peace in each other. Okay, fine, we are family, and how it's
bonding.
more
It's a
of
bonding
family bonding.
Family bonding.
Yes. So
your parents are very senior actors in that film.
they are. Yes, they are.
Raghuveer
Raghuveer and Seema ji.
And Seema ji.
Yeah.
What is one thing you've learned from both of them? As senior actors, something that you have taken home.
So until now I was a director's actor. If you give me a script, okay, I should definitely resonate with it, but with the character. But if you give me a script, I'll finish the script within a minute.
Okay.
I hardly take second takes or third takes. But
you got a good memory? Is that
maybe you can say.
Okay.
But then with this film, while shooting this, I realized that Anurag, Raghuveer ji, they used to act without scripts. They used to just, they know what they are doing, what scene they are shooting.
Amazing.
And there was no script. And this was very difficult for me as an actor. I couldn't improvise. Like I said, I was a director's actor. If you tell me, okay, this is the scene, go, say whatever you want.
Got you.
I will be like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, damn.
I couldn't move. But because of Yatries, I have realized and I've learned improvising. I've learned how to have no script and still have no lines or even no dialogues, and how to create the environment.
Isn't that what grassroots theatre is all about? When
the
there used to be theatres back in the Roman
want to do theatres. I've not done many.
Yeah. It used to be actors reacting to actors.
Yes.
An actor says a line. There used to be no scripts.
Yes.
And there used to be people like talking to each other and responding to each other, scriptless, and that used to be remarkable. Like the chemistry and the aura created in those performances.
Absolutely. I believe that also in this film, a lot of times our DOP and our director left me and Anurag, they just left me, both of us, in front of the camera, and they're like, this is the situation and do what you feel like.
Jo bolna hai bolo.
Do what you feel like.
That's amazing.
Even in the song sequence. And it came out so beautiful. I was shit scared. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I've never done this.
Okay.
So I was like, rata hua tota, you say, okay, main ye pad liya, I'll say it.
Very nice.
I wasn't an actor who could improvise. But I've learned that in Yatries. So those scenes where our DOP, Farooqi Saab, he is so brilliant. He used to roll the camera and he's like, do what you feel like. And those shots have come out really beautiful. So that is the thing which I learned about cinema, about art, about filmmaking. It's a different genre altogether. That's the reason I keep saying that Yatri is a film where I have got the most amount of satisfaction as an actor.
My gosh, I mean, I'm really getting goosebumps thinking, because I'm very visual. I'm imagining you and the other actors and actually how they are, performing without a script. And trust me, guys, I mean, I know this, I feel it. I've seen it. When you do something from your heart, it shows on the screen.
Yes.
And when it's something is robotic, you can feel that. कि यार ये बंदा teleprompter को देख के बोल रहा है.
It shows.
Like even our interview, look, there's no script. We're just talking as if two strangers met on a bench and we just started knowing each other and their lives, and But your social media has got a lot of recognition, Chahatt, and people even in the US have started recognizing you and knowing you.
I have a lot of followers from US.
They do, especially during that little. And I would say that I wouldn't all say it during the COVID era, but you've been a little bit of nice controversies and stuff like that. That's happened in your career, but they've added to it.
थोड़ी बहुत तो जरूरी भी है.
जरूरी है, और वो and
I take it in a very positive way कि थोड़ा तो जरूरी है ना.
They've helped you. Any controversy that's close to your heart? I don't know how to put that question, but
so whatever I do becomes a controversy.
Whatever you do becomes a controversy, right?
Yes. Wow. Whatever I will do becomes a controversy. कहीं कोई controversy हो रही होगी, ढूंढते हुए मुझे आ जाएगी कि चाहत कहाँ है.
चाहत कहाँ है.
That's the
drawback. in Dubai.
So that's the drawback with me, and I take it very supportively. कि हाँ ठीक है, fine. थोड़ा तो होना भी चाहिए.
Yeah, I mean isn't that what made Rakhi Sawant what Rakhi Sawant is today? I mean that shouldn't turn into a controversy.
My reaction, please edit it.
But I recently saw your reel with Rizwan Bhai at Danube, and that was cute. And it's like, "Aap chahat ki chahat kya hai?" And that is
sweet.
Very sweet. So Dubai is like your second home?
Yeah, you can say that. Delhi and Dubai.
Delhi and Dubai.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I see a lot of accolades, a lot of trophies behind you.
Yeah.
And
so I've got a strict advice from my staff कि please दीदी और कोई awards पे मत जाना कि और awards की जगह नहीं है यहाँ पर.
That's good. Which one is the closest to your heart if you recall any of these?
A lot of them are for Amarzo, for my brand. And being an actor.
Talk about your brand. Yeah.
So the funny thing is that being an actor, I never got an award. And when I turned into entrepreneur, all of these. So I was like, okay.
Entrepreneur. I completely forgot about it. I mean, the beauty of Chahatt Khanna mesmerized me so much that I forgot about the entrepreneurship. This shouldn't turn into a controversy. But C for Chahatt, C for controversy. Did you?
I think I need to change my name.
No. It's all right. Stick with it. But let's talk about you being an entrepreneur and your brand.
I have a brand. It's called Amarzo. And half of the awards, what you can see, Amarzo, Amira and Zohar, both my daughters. And it has been 3 years of Amarzo. So it's a bootstrap startup as of now. It's an apparel brand, e-commerce brand for men's and women's. And so we're doing pretty well on e-commerce and on our website.
That's beautiful.
Picking up well.
So you sell in the US as well? No?
Not on Amazon.com as yet.
Not on Amazon. No. Not on Amazon. But it's only apparels.
Only apparels.
That's beautiful, Chahatt. An actor, Yatries. Why is Yatries?
You're obsessed
I'm
with
obsessed with Yatries. I don't know why, because Yatries and Yatries go hand in hand. Yatries are coming up. And what else do we have in store for the audience? And I know this is your film and you're very excited. I'm sure the music must be good. Are you happy with the director? He's a new... That's a debut, right?
Yeah. It's a debut for him, and he did a pretty good job. I think he was the one who used to come and he was like explaining us the situation कि अभी ये कर रहे हैं, ये इस तरह से ये चीजें हो रही हैं, ठीक है, okay, sir script कहाँ है? Script नहीं है, situation है.
Situation.
And I'm like,
क्या बात है?
Okay.
Method acting करो.
तो वो मैंने सीखी है method acting.
Go to Lee's
Yatries में मैंने सीखी है.
You said Yaria too. Well, guys, I don't know what's happening here. I think I'll be meeting Divya.
I hope you're not promoting Yaria.
I think I'll be going to meet Divya soon and Bhushan. But
yeah, maybe that's a call.
No,
you're getting that's a calling.
No, I swear on God,
that's a sign.
No, it's so funny because I was with Arko sir yesterday, and he did a movie for the first Yariya.
First Yariya, okay.
The first Yariya. And we were
Okay.
talking about that song. And that's the reason why that same word is stuck in my...
But it's very different. Yariya and Yatriya is just like
Yatriya.
South and North Pole.
Dosti and travel.
दोस्ती नहीं यात्रीज और यारियां इज साउथ पोल एंड नॉर्थ पोल, बहुत अलग अलग फिल्म्स
I
हैं,
know.
बिल्कुल ही अलग जॉनरा है.
But we were talking about the music of...
So I have this one song in Yatries and it's a nice song. एक हमारे मूवी में I think 4 songs हैं.
Okay.
फिल्म में 2 ही सॉन्ग है, which is thankfully very good.
Why?
Because I don't believe in filling up films with songs.
Music is the life of movies.
Music
yeah?
is life, but not of movies. I'm talking about a very realistic cinema, where in our day-to-day lives we have songs playing in our background. We never have that, right?
Right.
Until unless we're listening to music or something. But it should be relevant. It should be a part of the script, not dancing, music, falana, tikana. So if I will ever make something, it will never have songs because it makes no sense. You want to do business.
Ever make something that leads
Yeah.
to a question.
Yeah, I will definitely, because I think a lot of things which I see in theaters and OTT तो नहीं बोलूँगी, OTT is quite good. I think as I'm a big critic, I think what is this nonsense? What is happening? So I don't want to make something like that. I know what I don't want to do, at least now. So I don't relate to songs being a part of film, So yeah.
Well, every critique has a chance to disagree. I disagree with Chahatt because for me, songs actually are the life of films.
I love music. I love music.
Look at our hits like Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, Kabhi Khushi
That was a
Kabhi
different era. Now we are in a
Rocky
very realistic.
Rani, come on, that is, we are movies.
Those are very
and
commercial
songs.
movies.
Commercial cinema.
They're
yeah,
very
yeah,
commercial.
yeah.
And when you're talking about commercial, there has to be music, because how else will you make money?
Correct.
More money,
Correct.
rather,
Correct.
right? But I'm talking about some different genre.
And I just interviewed a music director yesterday, so
Yeah.
I'm
No,
biased
I love
towards
music.
good
I
music.
love music.
Because you know what we were discussing, me and Arko, that people can forget movies, people can forget stories, but people can never forget the songs of the
But
film.
why don't we have songs in Hollywood films then?
Great question. It's been a trend.
So when
but they
we
have-
are moving towards making that kind of cinema, then why not learn something from
I
there?
guess that's the reason why they love us. Hollywood loves us because we have song and dance, we have colors, we have these beautiful sets. But I know Chahatt, it is pleasure, and I would hope that Yatriya does great, does well. It is a
Yatries.
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 By the end of this episode, guys, I really will.
So it's basic यात्री.
यात्री.
और उसमें एक S डाल दिया है. क्योंकि
यात्रीज.
बहुत सारे हैं ना,
कितने
4-5 है ना, वो
अच्छा, 4-5
फैमिली के
पूरी
मेंबर्स
family के
4
members
हैं.
हैं. Got you,
और मैं एक उनके साथ, तो यात्री एक नहीं है, बहुत सारे हैं. तो इसके लिए यात्रीज.
Yatries. So I have a section called the dream section, where you wake up in the morning and all your dreams come true. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you got to be very, very honest, right? So if you get a chance, your dream to work with an actor that you've always wanted to, an actor that you've always looked up to, and your dreams are going to come true.
Amir Khan.
Beautiful.
Also Amit ji.
Amit ji.
Yeah.
So you would want to do a movie where, dreams come true,
Yeah,
actually. I
yeah.
believe in the universe.
I
and believe
wanted to
in
work with Shah Rukh.
manifestation.
I've worked with him in 2 ads.
Achha, you've done 2 ads at Shah Rukh?
Yes,
Kya baat
yes.
hai yaar?
So, but I always wanted to work with Amir. Always. And yeah, I would say Amir Khan.
Now, if you were a man, hypothetically, and you had to work with a female, who was your female crush? Somebody that you've looked...
Deepika Padukone.
Oh, wow.
I
I really thought, you know what you were going to say? Rekha ji.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's damn beautiful. But I think...
So see, you chose
Deepika.
Amir and Amit ji.
Yes.
So choose Rekha and Deepika Padukone, no? You'll get
in
end of both the
that
spectrums.
age group, if you're talking about, then yes, why not? She's a legend.
Yaar, you saw Jawan?
No, I haven't. I have no
At
time.
least camera ke liye to jhoot bol do, you saw it.
You told me to be honest.
Okay, so imagine you saw Jawan. So there's
Okay.
an old Amir Khan and there's a young Amir Khan.
Really?
Oh, sorry. There's an
Shah
old
Rukh.
Shah Rukh and there's a
Shah Rukh,
young
yeah.
Shah Rukh.
Yeah.
So when you're doing a film,
Huh.
the young Chahatt plays across Deepika. The old Chahatt plays
Yeah,
across Rekha.
why not?
यार मैं तो
Why
बैठे
not?
बैठे डायरेक्टर बन गया
Yes.
स्क्रिप्ट भी लिखता हूँ यार. All right, you get up and you have a chance to work with one of your most loved directors, who would that be?
Rajkumar Hirani.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna say, I read your mind, man.
Rajkumar
I
Hirani.
read
He's
your
my
mind.
favorite. I love the genre he make, and I love to watch that kind of a film.
Wow. There you go. And one Hollywood crush that you've always said. Don't say Tom Cruise.
I like Tom, but I like Liam more. I'm sorry.
Liam
But
Neeson?
yes.
Ooh,
but
the Taken.
I loved Tom in this last film I saw of his.
Mission Impossible?
Yes. Oh, he was too good. He was too good. That stunt which he did is
So
unbelievable.
Liam Neeson, what do you like about him? If you had to choose between Tom and Liam Neeson, it'd still be Liam Neeson?
No, Liam Neeson. No. I'm talking about Liam. There are three brothers. Liam. How can I forget his surname?
You've got a surname? It's all right.
Of course, they're three brothers.
Okay.
Okay, it's been a while. I haven't
Any
seen
movie?
him on.
Any movie that you can recall of Liam?
Liam Adam, I think. So his brother, these three brothers are all of three them are actors.
Actors, okay.
So
okay.
I really find him very hot on screen. He
Very
looks
hot
very
on screen. One of your favorite Hollywood directors?
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg. You can't go
Yes.
wrong with Steven, man.
Yes, absolutely.
A film that always makes you cry when you watch it. A Hollywood film.
Always makes me cry. I would say
Titanic?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Wow.
Yes.
That movie touched
Yes,
hearts and
it's-
souls. Guys, if you haven't watched Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith,
Yes.
probably one of the best performances of one of your favorite Bollywood films.
Favorite of all time. PK.
PK, there you go. Amir Khan, ladies and gentlemen, she is really
No,
an
I have
Amir
a-
Khan fan.
I have a
From
lot
a
of
heart
other
and soul.
films which I love, but PK's I can watch it anytime.
Anytime.
It's fun. At the end of the day, you want to be happy, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want a film where I'm watching it and I'm going back with a sad feeling. So happy films, I like to watch happy films.
And I hope Yatries, I got it right this time,
Yes.
has the same effect on our audiences and people love it and people enjoy it and
Fingers
say your
crossed.
vibrancy and your great team effort that you have done. And I and wish you all the very best, Chahatt. This was
Thank
a
you.
great, candid conversation. Again, no script. I think that's what the universe is calling for you. You'll be doing projects without scripts.
Yeah. Now I can at least. I'm prepared for that.
Method acting at its best. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Chahatt Khanna, who's coming up with a movie called Yatries. I got it right. Starring Chahatt Khanna, Raghubir Yadav,
Jamie Lee.
Jamie. Oh,
Yeah, Jamie's
we didn't
also
talk
there.
about Jamie.
Jamie's also there.
Oh, something. Quick words before we sign off.
She's energy on set, good vibe, and very funny. I like working with her.
Is she instant humor? Does she
Yes,
evolve humor?
she's really funny.
She doesn't need
It's
script.
just not, no. She improvises like this, and she's actually funny. That comes in the blood, I believe.
That comes in the blood. That's
Yes.
genetic. I mean, Johnny Liver
Yes.
Saab, what a legend he is here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, great conversation with Chahatt Khanna. Keep watching your favorite show, The Monty Khan Show, and we're signing off. And if you get a chance, please watch Yatries. Take care. Goodbye. Sat Sri Akal. Adab.